Hello first graders, welcome to week 2 of distance learning. This video is going to walk you through all of the activities you need to do for Monday. This will help you learn how to complete the activities for the rest of the week. To get started, I want to prepare for learning, and I'm going to do two things. I'm going to log in to Google Classroom and into Seesaw. So to get started, I'm going to be on the BHM welcome page. I am going to click on the rainbow waffles so I can get to Google Classroom. But before it'll let me click Google Classroom, I will need to sign in with my Google account. If you're sharing your computer with other siblings, it'll be important that you make sure you're logged in as yourself. Now I am logged in. I'm going to click on Google Classroom. I will click on Miss Frederick's class, and now I am in. Next, to get prepared, I want to open Seesaw. You will open a new tab and go to Seesaw, web.seesaw.me. This is also located on your login sheet. When I do that, I will need to log in. Unless you are already logged in, then it will open right away for you. Because I'm not logged in, I will click I am a student, and I will put in my code from my login sheet. Now I am in Seesaw. I will need to use Seesaw, so I'm going to leave it open in this tab. Next, you will want to go back to your Google Classroom, and I'm going to show you how to find what work you need to do this week. You will want to start in classwork, and you will need to scroll down until you see this week's dates. That would be April 13th through April 17th. So I'm going to scroll. One thing I haven't showed you before we get to our work this week is under daily extras are extra activities you can do any day if you're looking for something extra to do. One I want to point out is that I'll be reading some read aloud stories and posting videos of them here so you can read a story with me. I'm going to scroll down until I see April 13th through 17th. All of your work this week will be under here. First thing you want to look at is April 13th through 17th, plan for learning. This will tell you all the activities you need to do this week. When I click on that, I will click on this link. It will open up something that looks like this. It looks messy, but I'll explain it all to you. Because we're going to need to use this sheet for all of our assignments today and this week, I recommend that you print this out if you can, so you can cross off things as you finish them. If you cannot cross or print, what I would like you to do is go up to your screen. You notice how a printer and some dots appear. If you click on the 3 dots and you choose Open in New Window, it'll create a new tab with this document so you can continue coming back to it while you're working. The first thing on the plan is a daily question each day. So you'll notice the days of the week are across the top, and all of the different activities we will do are on the side. We start with a daily question each day. You will do some reading, you will do word work, sight words, and math. First thing you want to do is the daily question. So let me show you how you will find the daily question. Go back to your Google Classroom. When you're in Google Classroom, instead of being in classwork, click on Stream. In Stream, you will see a question posted each day. The question for today is, what did you do this weekend? You would click below to add a comment. Notice I've already done that. I went for a bike ride with my family. Tell me what you did over the weekend. This also allows you to see what your classmates are up to, and we can stay connected. After you've answered the daily question, you will go back to your sheet to see what's next. But I'm going to have you pause the video now and I want you to go respond to the daily question. You can have an older sibling or a parent help you type or spell the word. So I want you to pause the video and go answer the question. Now that you have answered the daily question, you will want to go back to your weekly lesson plan and see what you need to do next. If you happen to have printed it out, you could cross off that box so you know that part is finished. For reading, it says you need to upload a picture with your favorite book, and you need to do that to Seesaw. I am going to go back to Google Classroom, click on Classwork, and now I'm going to look for an assignment labeled April 13th Reading. I know that's the correct assignment because it is the date and reading. So April 13th Reading. When you do that, you can read the directions. Number 1, watch the video below to learn how to upload a photo to Seesaw and how to turn in your assignment on Google Classroom. Second, you will upload this picture of you and your favorite book to Seesaw. Remember to click on that green check in Seesaw to submit your work. Then, third, you will also need to mark as done in Google Classroom. I'm going to go through these steps with you. The first step wants you to watch this video below. So go ahead, pause this video now, and watch this video. Now that you know how to upload a picture of you to Seesaw, you will want to now go and complete that. I would go over to the Seesaw tab I have already opened. I would make sure I'm under the light bulb activities tab. And then I'm going to look for April 13th, photo of you with your favorite book. You will click on the green add response. You will click on photo so you can take a picture of yourself with your favorite book. Why don't you pause the video now to try this yourself? Once you have uploaded to Seesaw, you are going to want to go back to Google Classroom and click on the assignment. If you have done all the steps of the assignment, you will want to click Mark as Done over here. That is what step 3 is asking you to do. Mark as done. It will be important that every assignment you do, you mark as done. This is how Ms. Frederick will see that you are completing your work. So if I've finished this assignment, I've uploaded to Seesaw, I can mark as done. Now that activity is done, and I'm going to go back to see what I need to do next. I want you to notice right now that your assignment is no longer blue because you've turned it in. That is also a way to help you know what work you need to complete. All right, reading is done. I'm going to go back to my weekly lesson plan. If I've printed it off, I can now cross off reading and go to the next step. Next is word work. It says watch video. I see the symbol for Google Classroom. I know there's something I need to do in Google Classroom. All of your assignments will be in Google Classroom, so you can always start there to know what to do. So I'm going to go back to Google Classroom. I find the date. Today is April 13th, and I see word work. I'm going to click here. It says watch the video on this week's skill. During the week and next week, you are going to be working on pages in your word work packet. You can rewatch this video as needed all week. So if you need a refreshment on what your words are this week, you can always come back and rewatch this video. So right now I want you to pause this video and click on your word work video and watch to do your word work for today. Now that you have completed watching your word work video, you are done with that activity for today. There were no other steps. You're going to, if you're in your material right now, you'll notice this isn't an assignment. There is no mark as done that you need to complete. So you will just want to make sure on your lesson plan that you somehow mark that you've done that step. When I keep going down our weekly lesson plan for Monday, I notice there's a big red X for sight words. That means there is nothing for sight words that you need to do today. As we keep going down, math. Math is the last thing you're going to work on today. Math says upload picture holding your math book 2A. I know I will need to do something on Seesaw for this as well. So I'm going to go back to Google Classroom, back down to April 13th, and I will see April 13th math. When I click on that, it will give me the steps I need to complete. First, watch the video linked below called Seesaw Uploading Assignments. I know you've already watched one Seesaw video today, so if you feel confident in uploading correctly to Seesaw, you may not need to watch this video again. If you're unsure still, please rewatch the video so you're uploading your assignments correctly. It is really important that you're uploading them correctly. Number 2, take a picture with you holding your math book labeled 2A. You have 2 math books that you received when you got your materials from school. Make sure the front cover of your book says 2A. This is the book we'll use for math this week. Third, you're going to log on to Seesaw and upload this picture to the activity called Math Book 2A. If you have your math book ready, you can click on your tab where Seesaw is open and make sure you're under the light bulb activity and find April 13th, that's today. I will always know what I need to do because the date is on there. Math Book 2A. If you're ready to take a photo, you can click Add Response and Photo. Take a picture of yourself with your math book. I want you to pause the video now, go get your math book if you do not have it near you, and then take a photo and upload it to Seesaw. Hopefully now you've uploaded a photo of you with your math book on Seesaw. I want you to click back to Google Classroom where your assignment is. This is an assignment that I will need to also mark as done. This will show Ms. Frederick you've done this work and you've double checked that you've finished all of the steps. I'm going to click Mark as Done. And then I can go back to the main page, and now I can see that my April 13th math assignment is no longer blue, it's gray. That means I've done the work and I've turned it in so Ms. Frederick knows I'm done. If I go back to my daily learning plan, I can see now maybe you've been keeping track by crossing off on your own copy you've printed out at home. I've done all of those steps. I've finished my math. I can now see that my Monday activities are finished. I can also tell that they're finished because I don't see any blue under April 13th through 17th. Tomorrow, more activities will be added under this topic. They will be labeled April 14th though, because it's a different day. So if you've done all of the April 13th activities, that's how you know you are finished. Again, this is your weekly lesson plan. Tomorrow you'll use the information here to track your assignments. I will make a video showing you what to do tomorrow as well. If at any time you got confused or behind in this video, make sure you pause the video and do the steps, do the assignments, and then continue watching the video. If you have questions after you've watched the video and tried, please make sure you let Ms. Frederick know.